Alrighty, folks. This time we're going to talk about something completely different. Let's back off of the hardcore programming stuff and let's go straight to the pen tool. Okay, we'll start top to bottom and I'll explain what it does. We've talked about stamp before. Stamp leaves a copy of the sprite on the stage. It's not the actual sprite. So if I'm making a game with the cat moving around, this is the real sprite, the real cat, and everything else is just a stamp, a picture of it, kind of like like a stamp. The way to get rid of all those other stamps is with the clear button, or anything done with the pen tool as you hit clear. So we're going to need clear quite a bit. And let's move on. Besides stamping, there's the pen tool. I think we've done the pen tool once before. Just note that whenever the pen is down, when the cat moves through scripts, it draws. Okay, not when I drag it, but when it moves like 10 steps, that pen is down and the cat is drawn. He's leaving a trail of blue blood or poop or whatever behind it. Now if I pull the pen back up and move some more, the drawing stops and the pen down and goes some more. Okay, you might think that's kind of dumb, that a little critter that leaves a trail behind it, but it is actually one of the easiest ways to teach graphics to beginners is with a pen tool. They usually actually call it a turtle. And when we do Python, we'll use a actual turtle class, but it's the same thing. There's pen down, pen up, and there's pen color. We can change the pen color, and let's go move the cat some more. We can change the pen color gradually, and then move some more. And I actually want to do a quick couple of scripts like this, where I move the cat and change the color. There's the shade and the size. Okay, so pen color, pen shade, and pen size. And let's actually clear this whole thing off. And let's go do a quick, and feel free to follow along. I want you to understand how this works. And I'm actually going to move the cat from one side of the screen to the other. Okay, so I need to find out how wide the screen is. Over here it's negative 240 to 0. That's 240 total dots or pixels. And then I've got positive 240 to go the rest of the way. So it's 240 left and 240 right, or 2 times 240, which is 480. And if the cat moves one step every time, he should cross the whole screen. So let's try it. Kitty cat, move. Oh, and the pen is down, folks. The pen is down. So let's stop. Let's get a clear. Let's leave the clear over here. Move the cat back. And rather than me moving it back every time, let's do a go to, or let's go set Y to. And what was the leftmost Y? It looks like it's negative 240. Now I don't have to drag it over every time. Okay, oops, that darn pen tool. Okay. So, and then let's clear after that way I don't, actually I don't want to clear. I want to leave some stuff I draw on there. Okay. So, and I'm dragging the cat again because, why? Wait a minute, that's not right. I need to set my X to negative 240. Why didn't you tell me? Okay, there we go. What am I doing? Didn't need to go down, I need to go left. Okay, so here we go. The cat's gonna move across the screen, and let's get the pen down so it draws. And let's experiment with all these. Okay, so I'm gonna set the pen color not to a color value here, because this is like, the eyedropper, it sucks the color out. Let's go see what all colors are possible. Okay, so I'm going to set the pen color to 0 before I even put it down. And then every time it moves, I'm going to change the pen color by just 1. Let's remember, if I go by 10, it'll go through a lot of numbers. 480 times 10, so 4,800 dots. If I do this, it's going to move 480 times 10, 4,800. Let's go just 1 every time. So this will change to 480 different colors just by changing it by 1 every time. And the cat has to move or you won't see the new colors change. Okay, so let's hit go. And here the cat goes. Okay. And I can probably throw some of the rest of this away for now. I'll keep my clear out. But you can see it's drawn a rainbow. And I want you to follow that. It started at color red. So it looks like color 0 is red. And then it fades into oranges and yellows and greens and light blues and purples, and then it goes pinks, and then it goes back to red, right? So I'll just tell you, I'm pretty sure Scratch uses 1 byte to keep track of these colors, and that's numbers 0 through 255, okay? So this was 0. When the cat got to 255, it actually kept going in numbers, but it reset the color, okay? So I'll just prove, oh, it looks like 255 is green. Let's go try, wait a minute, is it? Whoa, okay, clear, stop, clear, restart. Yeah, oh, shows what I know. Where's red gonna be? Right there, red is 0. Is it 360? I'm wondering where that starts again. Oh, I actually don't know. Okay. We're gonna leave it at 0, and let's go try the other things, okay? We're gonna actually leave the color at red. I'll get rid of the change pen color, but notice you can gradually shift the color as you go. Let's change the pen size as we go. Okay, so we're gonna start the pen color, there's pen size at 1, and let's change the size as we go, okay? So, whoa. And obviously it's getting really large. And the size is in pixels. It looks like there's a maximum size there that it kind of leveled out. And let's actually reset that. Let's get rid of the pen size. Let's go change the pen shade. Okay. Remember, if I set the size or set the shade, it goes to that number and it stays there. Whoa, I need to reset the pen size to 1. And it's clear. There we go. Okay. So, here goes the shade. Oh, this is sad. I don't want to set the pen shade. I want to change the pen shade by 1 and just see what those different shades look like. Okay, so I'm going to clear, restart, clear. There we go. Okay, so I got the red, and it's getting darker. It fades into black, and then it goes back to red, and it fades into white, red, black. So the shade is the saturation. Saturation? No, the balance. The value goes from black to white. Okay. Anyway, that's what all these things do, okay? So we're going to ignore most of those. Mostly what we care about is the pen color and the pen size. So let's go. Besides just moving left to right across the screen, what I want to start doing is drawing some shapes, okay? For your assignment, your basic requirements are to draw a box and your initials, okay? A square and some your initials with the pen tool, okay? So I haven't used the clear tool here, and clear, and get that pen up. Now the question is how does the cat do that? Well, remember we said whenever we put the pen down, the cat starts to draw. So we need to make the cat go to a certain place and then start drawing a box. Okay, now there's a few ways to do this, and they all have their pluses and minuses. We're going to start with the easiest one and then move on to a little bit harder ones, okay? So let's start off and draw a box with, I could move steps and turn steps. That's actually a pretty cool way to do it. I could point in directions instead of turning. I could draw where the mouse is, which is kind of cool. I could teleport and go somewhere, and it would still draw. And I can also glide over time, and we're going to do that to start off with. Please note that as I move the kitty cat, these numbers change. So you don't need to type in the numbers. You just need to put the cat where you want it and tell it to glide, okay? So pen up, clear, pen down. We're going to have the cat go. Let's start in the top left corner like we're drawing. So I'm actually going to teleport there. Remember, if the pen was down and I went there, let's do it. The cat's going to go up here. And with the pen down, wherever the cat is, it's going to draw there. So it drew a line. People have a struggle with this mightily. They get the pen down, and then wherever the cat goes, it draws. And they're like, what's going on? Make sure your pen's up until you need to start drawing. So I shouldn't put the pen down until after I get there. Right now, he goes there. Sorry, clears everything, pen's up, goes there to the corner, and then pen's down. And now I can start moving. And let's do my initials. I'm going to go... Maybe I'm going to start here, actually, because I'm going to go an M like that. So I'm going to start down here, and that should be my go-to. And we'll throw away the other one. And I'm going to go up, okay? So the pen's down. I'm going to go up, and then I'm going to start gliding, okay? I'm going to throw away all this other stuff, too. Glide up. And now I don't need to do anything. I don't need to pen up, pen down, unless I need a space between my letters, which I'll do in a sec. Let's try it. Start it. There's an M. There's the line on an M. And now it's going to go over here. And I just glide there. And then I glide. Oh, we're going to draw a box first. Sorry, I should draw a box first. You know what? Let's do initials. Okay, and then I'm going to go up there. And then I'm going to come down. And I think I should have an M. I was kind of eyeballing it. Up, down, up. Oh, that's crappy. Okay, so this glide was the wrong darn place. I'm going to, from here, it's about at the cat's neck or belly button. I'm going to go about right here. And let's glide to there. And then down to there. Let's see if that works. It doesn't have to be perfect, just has to look a little better. Boom, boom. And hopefully you're saying, well, Grammar, if you quit eyeballing it, if you'd use numbers and math and science instead of your gut reaction, then you'd do a lot better. And we're going to do that in just a sec when we do the square, okay? So boom, 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 boom. M, I'm going to get a G there, so M for Mr., G for Grammar. Let's have the cat jump across here. Remember, if the cat glides over here, it's going to draw unless I get that darn pen up. Okay, so I'll go over here, and actually let's start the G, maybe right here. And now, so we need to glide over to there with the pen up, put the pen back down, and then glide over. Glide, glide, glide. Glide down. Glide back over here. I got a C going. Glide up. And maybe I need to glide back and forth a little bit. And then go to the right. Kind of like a scratchy etch a sketch. And let's see what that does. So, and if you want this to go faster, maybe I should be gliding over 0 seconds. Or just go to, it'd be immediate, right? But there's what I got. Hey, not bad. Okay, so first thing I want on there is your initials. That's the first sprite. I'm going to get another sprite besides the cat, and it's anything of your choice. And let's do the bat. And this one's going to draw a square. And instead of drawing a square with glide, I want to show you something. Every time I hit play, the cat draws my initials in the same place. Okay? That's what a beginning programmer does is they solve one problem. I can draw my initials in one place. Better programmers can draw that thing anywhere. Okay, they don't just say go to this exact position. They go to 203, 122, go to negative 183.95. That is sloppy. Okay, it's not sloppy. It's precise, and it only works for one problem. Let's make a bat that can draw a square anywhere the bat already is. Okay, so we're not going to use glide to these exact positions. We're not going to use go to these exact positions. We're either going to use, and let's do both, let's use turn and move and change or set x's and y's. Okay, now set is going to teleport us somewhere, right? This is called absolute movement. This means go to this absolute position, just like the glide and the go to. Change means wherever you are, wherever you start, move a little bit. Change by a little bit, x's or y's. Okay, so let's draw a triangle and a square. This guy is going to be the triangle, and he's going to up, down. What is he going to do? You know what? Let's do a square first with the bat. I think it'll be easier, and then we'll draw a triangle with the move and turn blocks. Okay, and then it'll take us nicely into the next project. All right, so bat. Go somewhere, and actually it doesn't matter wherever you've been dragged or dropped. You're going to not set, not go to some positions, but you're going to change your X or Y. I want you to, if you need to, open up the backdrop of, what is it, other XY grid, put them somewhere, and I want you to see, maybe put them at 0, 0 if that makes more sense, and just see where does the bat need to move to draw a square. You need to go up, and either left or right, and then down, and then back. It's your choice which way it goes. These are all squares, right? All these quadrants, but you choose which way it goes. But how would you do it? Pause the video and make this darn bat draw a small square, like maybe 10 or 20 or 30 dots in size. Okay, I'm going to do it right now, but I want you to try it first. All right, so instead of setting or going or gliding, we're going to change. Let's have it go up first. Is that X or Y? It looks like this is the Y. This up and down is the Y, and the left and right is X. So we're going to change the Y by 30. Now, the pen needs to be down, right? So we need to get all the same kind of cat stuff. We're not going to clear anymore because I don't want the cat to clear out the bat stuff or vice versa. Okay. So the bat's going to start where you are and go up 30. Okay, now if this is a square, where does it need to go next? It needs to go not up 30, but it needs to go right or X 30. It needs to be the same in all 4 directions, right? Where does it go now? I know if you haven't done this already, pause it. Don't just copy me. You're gonna if you just copy, you're not gonna learn anything. You're gonna bomb the first tests we take. You need to learn how to do this, okay? So now it's gonna go down or negative 30, and then the X is gonna go down. And I'm like, wait a minute, am I doing this right? Y up, X over, Y down. Yeah, looks right. Okay, and let's just, instead of hitting the green flag, let's just click on that and see. Oh, and he didn't draw a darn thing because his pen was never down. And let's pull the pen up at the end in case we move him somewhere else. So boom, boom. And then because this bat's not gliding, it drew where it was, right? Now let's put the bat somewhere else and click go again. The cat's still doing his same thing. Hey, I'm drawing MG, drawing OMG. Oh my gosh, cat. But this bat is a lot cooler, right? He can draw little stencils anywhere he goes.